One important aspect of a wise self-leadership is that you can steadily lead and guide yourself through challenging situations, and you don't give your power away to those situations. You don't go into making emotional decisions, which usually don't turn out to be the best ones. And if you are thinking you want to go to the next level and it feels difficult and overwhelming, then this video is for you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sylvia Salo and I help light workers, starseeds, priestesses, leaders to step into their highest potential, to remember who they are, and to channel their gifts into creating the life they desire. And today I want to talk about what happens when we are thinking of going into that next level. But we don't. We hesitate, we wait, we postpone. We go back and forth in our mind when it feels difficult to make decisions. So the question I want you to consider, if you are somewhere in between, is what is the cost of me not doing this? We often think when we go into the next level or making some big decision that it's going to cost me time, energy, money, resources, and it just feels overwhelming. Everything worth takes something, right? It doesn't come just so. You need to put something in to receive something, to create something. But when we are just thinking what we think it cost us, we don't ask ourselves what it actually cost us. Because if you don't, let's say, go into the next level, or if you don't make that step that you know would benefit you, then what it's costing you is your time, your energy. Maybe you feel unhappy and then it reflects in your relationships. Maybe it even reflects in your health. Maybe you, as you keep waiting, you are undermining your willpower and your trust in yourself, and it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy when you are just thinking that you are not that kind of person who can move forward with something you desire. Maybe it's costing you literally years of life. And what it's definitely costing you not to make the step that you know is the right thing, even though it feels scary, is that it taps you into those shadow timelines. So those are timelines that are not the highest, most elegant timeline, but they are created by us waiting, hesitating, choosing substitutes. So this would be choosing the second, third, fourth best options. And when it comes to substitutes, I think there is a value in being intentional and waiting for the right thing or the right person. And if you do it with the intention, you are not just waiting and sitting without making any decision. You know that you are intentional and there is this one thing you want, and you are willing to be patient. That's a completely different energy behind it than if you are just this kind of blurry energy, when you are just I don't know what I want, and maybe I want this and that, and I'm afraid to make decision and so on. This kind of hesitation is not tapping us into our highest timelines. And so what is the cost of not taking that leap, of not making that decision, of not going into that next level? Because sooner or later you'll have to deal with all the consequences you create. You'll have to deal with waiting, postponing something. Usually it gets more difficult the more you wait, because those quantum windows that are open, let's say for a specific time, are then closed, and you have to generate more of your energy to create them again, to ignite them. By the way, I have a video on the quantum windows and the divine timing, which I highly recommend. So ask yourself, what really moves the needle forward in my life? And what is just a distraction? What are the things that I know if I embrace and stepped into, it would create beautiful results? that they would bring me closer to where I want to be. They are aligned with my long-term vision. They are aligned with my higher self and my soul and my heart. If you know that there is something like that, I can tell you, the longer you wait, the more difficult it gets. And you really get into those like strange timelines, and it creates other things. Every decision, also hesitation is a decision, creates something. It has consequences. So think about it like what it costs you. A simple example could be, this may not be the case, but sometimes it can be the case. Working with a coach can collapse time for you. So something that you would be struggling with on your own for, let's say, 10 years or 5 years or even 2 years, and you can process it, move through it with someone supporting you, helping you, being there for you, listening to you, giving you the right tools. You can move through it in a couple of weeks. And now imagine what that version of you who moves through it in a couple of weeks can create. It literally gives you more life force energy. It sparks you up because you haven't wasted it on waiting and trying to push through it on your own. There is a beauty in allowing yourself to be supported. If you have big dreams, if you are stepping into your leadership, you need to be supported. You need to allow people to step in. No leadership happens on its own. So what is the cost of me not doing it? That's the question I want to leave you with. And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. And hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next video. And I'll see you next time.